Hello, I am Vadini Ariyam. In this video, I'm going to talk about teenagers, how to learn to manage their money. Let the teens manage their money. We all like to have our own money and spend and do not want to be answerable to anyone. So teens are also the same. They want to have their money because they want to spend on their own. We stop them having money because we worry that having money for the teenagers might lead to some problems. So that is why we worry and we do not want to give the money. Now you stop worrying and decide to give the money to the teen. But at the same time, are you ready to give them money advice, money management advice, and how to set a budget and everything? You have to advise them. When you advise, they will listen to you, and because they want to have the money, they will start spending. You got to monitor that for a while till they get used to the way that you have told them. So once they get used to the way, they will try and stick to it forever. So it's money, so they will stick to it forever. So that means you have taught them a habit, good habit, which will last forever. The following points will help the teenager to manage the money. Teach the teens to save. So tell them, you have to explain the saving is important, the money, because in case of emergency you need the money. So therefore they got to put some sort of money every week or every month in an account, to open a savings account for them. In a month, savings account, put in the money and save it forever. But at the same time, you've got to tell them you cannot take that money out for any reason. So leave it. And then when the time comes, they go to college, they have to go to college. That money can be used for the expenses. Colleges are expensive. So you ask them to look at their account, they'll be surprised to see the amount of money they have saved during that time. So they will be happy and they will feel proud of themselves, and they will think that they need to have this way of saving the money forever. So that is another good point you have taught them. Teens must stop spending money on unnecessary things. We all spend money on unnecessary things, but teens can be spend more money without borrowing and things like that. They can upset themselves by spending on unnecessary things. Please give them the allowance. The teens should spend it when the parent gives the allowance, they send it quickly and start borrowing the money till they get the next allowance. Teach them to set up a small budget. This budget is very important for everybody, the parents, the children, the teenagers, everyone. Set them a small budget for the money they get, and maybe the money from their jobs as well. So put that income in the budget, and they have to select the expenditure pattern. So for stationery, going out, have some sort of meals out, something like that. They have to create some columns and leave some amount. I will spend so much money on this, so much money on another thing, like that. They have to set up the budget. Then when they start spending, they can keep comparing the budget and the real expenses. Then they will learn to, if they lose the money, if they overspend when they compare with the budget, they will go back and either amend the budget or cut that type of expenses in the future, and they will stick to their budget. So staying with the budget is budgetary control, and your teen will have a good habit in the long run. Teens fund management. Make this opportunity to increase their savings. So by opening a savings account, they put the money in the savings account, and also not to take the money out. When they continue to do that, will give them a pride and self-belief in themselves about managing the money, because they know they are sticking to the budget, they are saving the money in the savings account, so they will believe in themselves, I can manage the money, think like that. Then will also become happier to think that they are doing something with the grown-ups too. If a teenager want to know about more about money management and funding and all that, you got to teach them in detail. As a parent, it's your responsibility to teach them in detail. Internet banking. Teach them about internet banking so that they can, every morning they can check their account, or every evening they can check their account whether they have gone beyond their budgeted amount. That's very important. It's easy to check, so they will learn it. They will learn how to keep control, how to keep under control everything, the pattern of expenditure, the money they have got, and if they want to increase their income, they can make more money, things like that. And the credit card is another thing. If you want to give them the credit cards can be dangerous even for the adults if you are not careful, if you are not under control. When you pay for something with a credit card, you just don't feel like you are taking the money, spending the money. But when you take the money out of your wallet and pay it, you feel that you are spending the money, and you will be sad to see the empty wallet. So credit card is dangerous by that way. So you got to tell them these things and explain to them. Also, credit card account, they can check every day and make sure that they are not overspending. So it's important that way as well. The parents have to explain a lot to their teenagers about how to find money. Apart from the money you give, ultimately you can stop the money, but you are giving, stop the allowance you are giving. How to find the money, how to spend the money, how to have control over the spending habits, how to stop spend the money wisely, how to stop the bad way of spending, and everything you have to explain in detail. And also, they might not like to listen to you, but it is your responsibility to tell them, and the consequences as well. If they are not listening, if they are not doing what you are telling them, they have to face the consequences and they will be in trouble. So these things, when you tell them and monitor also for a while, they will, till they get used to it and believe in themselves, they can they can manage the money well. Then after that, you can leave them to it. They will become the best money managers. I hope these tips are good enough for you to teach your teenager about managing the money, take care of it. It's your responsibility to teach children about managing the money and savings and all that. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Bye for now. If you like it, please share it. Thank you. Bye for now. I see you in another one. Thank you.